What's up guys, the Panthers here and welcome back to another episode of the PES My Club Road to Glory. In the last two episodes you guys have been absolutely insane with the support. In fact, episode 1 has just beaten out all expectations and is approaching 80,000 views, with episode 2 approaching 40,000 views. If you guys could drop a thumbs up for today's video, that would be amazing. I picked a few comments here. What we're going to be doing in today's video is just grinding a bit more. Now in FIFA I talk about what happens on the screen a fair bit. In PES, I'm still not sure as to what info that I want to show in the videos, what I don't. Like, you know, you don't see like a team screen, like this is all you get pretty much. Like in FIFA, you know, a very clear team comes up, you see it, and then it goes into the gameplay. So I get to show you guys a team, talk about a team. In PES, it's like, this is his team right now, but he could switch a player out and then it wouldn't be his team anymore. So it's just a little bit different. This basically is a team. It doesn't necessarily show the formation great either. So I need to find a better way to show, just show the workflow of playing the actual game mode, if that makes any sense. But I've got a few comments and want to start with them because I'm probably going to take up more time than I thought I would. The first comment, top comment on the video, is playing PES with the FIFA border. And that's because of my face cam, not this one. I've got the blue one on this time. My face cam is the FIFA 18 border. It was the last video, so that was my bad. But that actually stems from something that it goes a lot deeper. And you probably think, wait, how is me just saying playing PES with the FIFA border as a bit of a banter? It's something that goes deeper, and it basically comes from me being just really like the word is like struggling. I'm just struggling pretty much in terms of time and efficiency. I'm struggling in so many regards in my like general life, and something like just getting a PES face cam border made up is something that a YouTuber of my caliber with as many subs as I have and that does this full time should be something that should have been done. I should never have uploaded a PES video with a FIFA 18 facecam border. And you might think it's just some small little thing, but it blends into a bigger problem of things like, for example, I have a stream deck in front of me. Never been bothered to set it up properly. I still don't have my FIFA 19 channel graphics made and prepared yet. I still use the same background audio when I don't have game audio as I did 2 years ago. You know, like just generally speaking, because I put so much time into playing, editing, recording, rendering and uploading, I forget to do so many of the small bits that are super important. Like I still have the same mic that I've had for a fair few years, and that's not the biggest issue in the world. It's not even a problem. Like the mic quality is pretty decent. But like, see these things here? Now this is probably the last day that you're going to see me in this room for a month. Well, this is the last day you'll really see this background as the background, because I'm going to go into a different office in the house for a month whilst my office and house gets renovated. But the idea was to get these and to stick them. I don't even know if you can see them. Let me put my face cam up. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, you can see these. So I'm pointing at these. So the idea was to get these things, kind of like fill out the wall, make the background really nice. And in fact, even those pictures, like you can see that one there, that one there is a little bit crooked, and that's frustrating. The wall, the holes that I filled in, I didn't paint over, so you can see the grayness out of them. These little things right here are still on the wall that I didn't take out. And I've just been super like, it's just like, for a YouTuber of my caliber, with as many subs as I have that does this for a full-time living, I expect better of myself with what I have and what I offer, even if it is just something as small as backgrounds, microphones, borders on things, you know what I mean? I just expect better of myself. So hopefully when we get the house sorted, I'm going to go back when my new PC comes. I'm going to get into a rhythm and a routine that just makes me far more efficient. But yeah, these little things here, they're just terrible. Like, they were supposed to like drown out some of the emptiness of the noise in this room, because it's a big room and there's not too much in it. So there's like the sound that I put out in my videos is not perfect. It's not exactly what I want. What I want is just a little bit. It's just a little bit tinny, my sound. You know, I want it to be just a little bit more crisp, a little more clear. And to do that, I just need to get a sound mixer and a new mic. And I don't know why I haven't done that. So yeah, although I take on board the fact that playing PES with the FIFA border was just a bit of a joke for a top comment, but reading that, I get super frustrated with myself and my production quality when I read things like that, because that just shouldn't happen. You know what I mean? And so I'm working. I'm not gonna work on doing better. I am actively working on improving many behind the scenes aspects of my video production that should hopefully have a net positive for you guys going forwards, watching and listening to the game. Anyway, on to the next comment. Darth Rivan says, it's that time of year again when FIFA players pretend to like PES for a few weeks while FIFA's dead. I get what you're trying to get at. Like, a lot of FIFA guys have got on the PES hype train this year. In previous years, I have jumped onto PES when the new game came out because it is a good video for easy views, especially the ball openings. And because it's a brand new game and very fresh and stuff, everyone's excited to see it. But unlike in previous years, I've actually played the game this year. Last year I tried PES. I played one game and I just, no, not for me, left it. The year before, I did one ball opening, never touched it again. This year, I'm actually engaged with the game. And I think a lot of the other YouTubers that are uploading PES or streaming PES are also as engaged with the game because the game is actually fun. It's very rewarding because of the grind aspect. And there's another comment that we'll get to. Is it that one? Okay, so this is from... Janasia says the contract cost is very logical actually. You have to mix it up quite well to get a chance in the PES League and then to rotate your players enough to keep your game points enough, like the logic there. And to add to that, simulation mode is gold literally. Very fun to let the game accumulate GP for you using your bronze players. And I love that grind aspect of PES. It is truly a grinder's game in many regards. You know, like you can, like right now whilst we're playing, I have my squad is playing offline. So we're playing, we're playing against one of the ranked sim matches. So I'm going to accumulate, by using my white balls, I'm going to accumulate around 1,000 gamer points. And then once I run out of those white balls, they'll become XP trainers and I get a scout at the end of every game. So there's, again, a net positive for the grind. And why the grind is great is because you can essentially keep grinding over having 2 squads, 3 squads, 4 squads. You can find your favourite players and grind them up. But it is long, it is hard. If you don't want to spend money on this game, or if you don't have money to spend on this game, to get like a top-end team will be really tough. Like, I've been playing this game now for what, 4 or 5 days, and my defenders are still terrible. My midfield and my attack is fantastic, but my defenders are absolutely terrible. And so to improve on those, I could risk opening a top agent for defenders. But if I don't get a better defender, I've wasted 25,000 gamer points. And all I can do then is turn those 3 defenders that I'll get into XP trainers and upgrade my defense a little bit. But generally speaking, the grind of this game is really fun. And it's what keeps me coming back to this game over and over. The fact that I know that regardless of whether I win or whether I lose, regardless of whether I play offline or online, everything I do lends towards improving my team. And that's something that you don't get in FIFA. If you go into the weekend league and you lose a game, that you just get a loss. You now have less chance to get better rewards. There's no like, oh, it doesn't matter that you lost that game because you still earn 3,000 coins. No, you probably earn 400 or 500 coins, which will be lucky to buy you a contract. It definitely won't get towards upgrading your squad in any regard. And so for me, the actual grind in PES is through playing the game, whereas in FIFA, the grind is through playing the menus, through trading, squad builders, investing, and so on and so forth, you know? So yeah, I think so far from what I've seen of PES, it's been fun. And at the end of this video, you're going to see me play in a tournament. I don't know what it was. I kind of like stumbled upon it when I was in it. And I played 3 games in it in about 15 minutes. I think it was 2-minute halves. And it was just great fun. You know, we jumped in. You have to get to... just for playing, you get 500 gamer points plus the points that you get for playing the games themselves. And then if you hit certain milestones within a tournament, you get more and more gamer points for free, which is great because, again, it lends towards helping your team, you know, keeping everyone in contracts and stuff. But even just playing the game, the familiarity with the squad, with your manager, the team spirit, building that up, it is genuinely lots and lots of fun to grind like that. And it doesn't matter what game mode you play within my club, you're always upgrading. Even when we're playing the co-op mode, when I've been playing with Bates and a Marshall, I'm getting a scout at the end of every game, I'm getting gamer points at the end of every game. All I don't get is experience points for the players that were used. And yeah, sure, we lose contracts, but we gain so much more. So yeah, I think that in that regard, I'm really enjoying PES for that. Now, we got a black ball for winning that tournament game, and in that black ball we got a Dybala. Now, he's a rank 1 Dybala, so he's only 81 rated. But this is, again, this is cool because now I can rotate Dybala with Mbappe. And, for example, because of the way what is it? It's form arrows work. If my Mbappe ever has a down arrow and my Dybala has an up arrow, boom, take Mbappe out, put Dybala in. I've now got a great super sub or a great alternative, and I love that. I love the way this game works. And then for 2 more comments, De Muzo says, every week you will have new packs with different players, new tournaments and events, and new informs. Probably the 20th will release an Inter-Legend pack with legends like Adriano, so I will grind and save some coins for that agent. Isn't that amazing? He's already thinking, like, I'm just going to keep grinding this game because I want to save enough coins for when a future agent comes out to get a player that I love playing with. And in FIFA, you can't do that. You have to hope that you've got enough coins to buy it, hope that the market is good for you and that it's affordable, hope that he gets packed enough, hope that it's not an SBC that has unreasonable costs attached for an untradeable player. Like, you know, I like that a lot. He says, another thing to think about is that in PES, rating doesn't mean poo. He says because it's position based, and this was interesting for me to read, and also goes towards what we're going to do a lot in the near future on this. He says an attacking midfielder, for example, like Ziyech, is only high rated because he has high stats for what the game thinks are important for an attacking midfielder, so dribbling, passing and stuff like that. But if you compare him with an other lower rated midfielder, you can see that he is nothing special. And I haven't looked into the game that deeply yet, which I'm excited for, because in FUT, as you guys well know, I look at the in-game stats super deeply, and I will quite often use lower rated or perceived worse players in place for players that I think are better because of certain key attributes or other stats that are important when chem stars are applied, so on and so forth. So in that sense, that's nice for me to see that just because he's high rated doesn't mean he's going to be great. And once again, if he has a down arrow, for what I was told from the guy from the Reddit mod that's been helping me a lot, a down arrow is essentially akin to a negative 15 rating. So if I have my 88 rated Mo Salah and he has a straight down arrow, he is essentially a 73 rated right wing. So having like I say, for example, that Dybala on the bench as even a straight arrow, he would come in, he would just be a better player. And I love the fact that you can kind of develop your team to just work towards how you like the game, what players you like. You know, there's no chemistry here. If I put a new player in a team who have low affinity to start with, but after a few games that'll build up, you get more out of it. It's just, I'm just genuinely enjoying the grind aspect of the game. The thing I'm not enjoying about the game, if I'm being perfectly honest though, is certain aspects of the gameplay itself. And that might be because I'm so used to FIFA that I just haven't grasped PES quite good yet. That might be because I'm just playing it wrong and I'm just generally not understanding the game mechanics for PES. But it also might be because the gameplay is terrible. And so the only way for me to really understand whether or not it's me, it's PES, or it's just the transition from FIFA to PES is to continue playing the game and try and figure out what's going wrong, where and why, and how we can improve on that. And that's what we are going to do over the next few weeks. And I might, you know, what the last comment that we've got is from Bar Black Sheep, says, oh no, wait, I deleted one of the comments. Somebody said, this will be a fun series for a month until FIFA comes out. And my thoughts on that is, you know, if in a week's time I'm actually just still hating the gameplay, the grind isn't worth it for me. So it will be less than a week, it will be less than a month that I stop uploading this and stop playing this. You know, if in 3 days I'm still sitting here playing it and just really just not enjoying it or getting on with it, I just won't play it anymore. If, however, I'm enjoying it, I've got to grips with it, I'm understanding how the game mechanics work better, I'm starting to develop as a player and go up in the rankings and develop my team more, even when FIFA 19 comes out, I very much potentially might still upload this once or twice a week as a bonus upload. It won't take place of the daily road to glory. It will just go in, you know, as a bonus upload if I'm still enjoying it. So as I said in yesterday's video or the 2 days ago video, it genuinely depends on PES and my enjoyment levels out of PES as to whether or not I stick to playing with it. And then the last comment we have is from Barbar Black Sheep. It says, "Hi Nep, could you do more live gameplay and longer episodes? But great video and keep up the good work." Longer episodes I'm not too sure on. I'll try my best, but I'm not promising anything. In terms of live gameplay, in fact, tomorrow's video is going to be a live game because I want the guys, specifically those of you that have played PES over the last few years and know PES inside out, I want some true, honest feedback about what I'm doing right with my gameplay and what I'm doing wrong with my gameplay. So I want to go and play a nice live game, get it up for you guys, have you guys watch it, judge me, and give me some tips basically. But this for today, guys, is going to be the end of the video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.